Let's see here. Please? Can you work? Ooh. And that is another goal for the Lovington Wildcats. Hello. What is going on? I'm not mute. This does not make sense. Okay, Portales takes it back to midfield. Here. Ah. Ah. Why is this being stupid? I dislike this. Hello. I hate having technical difficulties because you suck. Anyways. Lovington keeping it deep in Ram territory. Rams get their clutches on it, but Lovington keeps their pursuit as they try and keep it back in Ram territory, but it gets it kicked back to midfield. Rams keeping the possession as they head right up the gut. Lovington desperately keeping... Yay! Thank you, Tiff. Sorry, people. We had some technical difficulties there. Thank you so much, Tiff, back at the studio. And welcome to Wildcat Soccer, by the way. Wildcats are up 7-0. 12 minutes left in the period. We had some technical difficulties. And the Rams attempt to hit the goal, but it goes way right and is scooped up by the Lovington goalie. Thank you so much, Tiff. You're amazing. So Lovington kicks it in and kicks it to midfield as they head straight back up the gut. Keeping it right at the Wildcat and kick it into Ram territory where the Rams kick it right back out. But Lovington keeps possession and attempts to kick it back, but it is retrieved by the Portales goalie. Apologies. And Portales kicks it back to midfield. And Lovington takes advantage of the discrepancy and takes it straight up the side, where it's a foot race. And Portales kicks it out of bounds in a desperate attempt to keep Wildcats from scoring. Man. Lovington throws it in and automatically goes for the goal. And it hits the side. Okay. That was actually a great angle, though. I thought that was going in for a sec. So, Portales goalie has it at the net. With the sound of a whistle, keeps it back in. Lovington automatically locking their eyes on it, trying to get it out of Portales' grasp, and it is hit out of bounds. And that will be Lovington throw-in. Lovington throws it in and keeps driving it into Ram territory, doing a really good job. The footwork is there, and the Rams kick it back out. Lovington throw in. So the Lovington Wildcats taking a break for a sec. Tying the shoe. Okay, cool. So Lovington is throwing it in and is automatically cornered by 2 Rams, but manages to keep it alive as they drive it deep into Ram territory. Really keeping up the offensive possession here. An attempt on goal goes way high. I think that was heading towards Hobbs. Goodness. Or the moon. Either way, we got about a little under 9 minutes left in this period. Wildcats are still up by 7. It's really windy tonight. And the Rams kick it back to midfield, headed off by a Wildcat who takes it back towards Ram territory, but the Rams are like, no, I think we're done here, and kick it back towards Wildcat territory. But the Wildcats refuse to lay down and continuously defend, kicking it back to midfield and driving it deep into Ram territory. Kicked ahead where the goalie has to come out, and on the side here where it's kicked by a Ram, but not before an attempt on goal just hits the side bar. Oh, it went in! I did not see that. It just hit I thought it hit the bar. That's insane. All right, so that will be the 8th point of this period. And the Portales Rams take it back to midfield. And waiting for the whistle. And on the whistle, the Rams kick it down. And Wildcats trying to pursue it. Rams keeping it out of their grasp, but they take it back down to midfield where it's intercepted by the Wildcats. And playing a game of tug-of-war here as it went between Wildcats to Rams to Wildcats again to Rams, driving it back into Wildcat territory, but not before it drives back out of the out of bounds. Lovington throws it in. Rams take advantage of it. Lovington keeps it from directly hit. Rams keeping the intensity up as they try and drive it deep into Wildcat territory. Wildcats punt it up and kick it back to midfield towards Ram territory. Rams trying to intercept it. And they keep it, playing a game of keep away here as the Wildcats desperately try and get it out of their hands. Or hooves, I should say. I don't know. But a foot race down to the Ram territory. Bunch of Wildcats on their tail. Rams desperately trying to keep it in bounds. Just towing the line, but it'll be Wildcat throw in. And Wildcats throw it in. Deep into Ram territory. Attempt on goal is rounded up by Portales goalie. A kick towards midfield where it's rounded up by a bunch of Rams. Wildcat goalie coming out of the cave to round up a troublesome ball. Kicks it back to midfield. Rams desperately trying to keep the Wildcats out, but the Wildcats are really toying with them here. Running it up the sideline, and it's cornered by a Ram. It'll be out of bounds. And it'll be Lovington throw in. Lovington throws it in. Portales automatically getting their hands on it, trying to play keep away. Lovington trying to get it back into Portales territory, where Portales trying to get down to midfield. A foot race for them. Lovington corners it and attempts to kick it, but it gets blocked by a Ram as they brace on the sideline. Looked like a real tussle there. It'll be Lovington throw in. About 4 minutes left here in the first period. Lovington throws it in. The Rams try and intercept it, kicking it back down to midfield. Wildcats keeping a keen eye on it. And the Rams trying to get through their defense, but the Wildcats are relentless, kicking it back out of bounds. It'll be Ram throw in. Be just waiting for the whistle. Hello. Dang, it's windy tonight. Rams throw it in. Lovington kicks it back out. Really good block right there. So it will be Ram throw in again. I think. No, it'll be Lovington throw in to their goalie. Their goalie kicks it down back towards midfield. Lovington trying to keep it easy, but the Rams intercept with speed, but they take it right back down the sideline, heading straight towards the goal, and a pass to the middle, but the goalie comes out and ends up landing on it. That's an interesting way of rounding up a ball. The Rams kick it back down to midfield, where it is battle between the Wildcats and the Rams. Wildcats come out, hitting it right back down the sideline. Rams kick it back towards midfield, but the Wildcats keep it in their possession. Wildcats, it's a foot race back down towards the goal. It is kicked to the kneecaps. Goodness. Ooh, that's gotta hurt. He got up just fine though. So, kick in as, Wildcats keep it deep in Ram territory, trying to keep it away, but the Rams end up kicking it back down to midfield, where it's heading dangerously close to Wildcat territory. A couple of Wildcats try and round it up. End up doing so, giving it back to their goalie, who is going to kick it back in. Goalie kicks it back into the midfield, rounded up by a Wildcat, and ends up bouncing out of bounds. Rams throw it in. Wildcats automatically up for the chase. And kicking it right back down to midfield and down into Ram territory. Wildcats keep it up pace, trying to make sure that the Rams don't get too comfy. And I think that was an attempt on goal. Gets blocked by the goalie. About 2 minutes left here in the first period. So Rams kick it back down to midfield. Wildcats trying to rally it up. Ref calls for a whistle. And that'll be halftime. So we will be back here shortly at about 5 minutes. We got about a 10-minute halftime. So we will catch you back here in a little bit at Erlacher Field. Wildcat Soccer here at Erlacher Field. I'm Abigail Schaus, flying solo tonight. And we will be back at about 5 minutes in this halftime to give you some updates that you may have missed because of our technical difficulties earlier. Y'all, we will be right back.
Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you. No matter what the conditions, they'll always do what it takes to get the job done. You want Aftermath on your location for hot oilers, back trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging. Just to name a few of the jobs they can do for you. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services.
Lovington Municipal Schools welcomes everyone back. Students, faculty, staff, and parents. This year, show your Wildcat spirit by supporting Lovington students and their activities. While the students are working hard on their games and grades, Lovington schools are working hard for your students and parents. They have a great website full of helpful information to keep you up to date. Check out lovingtonschools.net and stay up to date with Lovington school activities and announcements. And go Cats!
Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you. No matter what the conditions, they'll always do what it takes to get the job done. You want Aftermath on your location for hot oilers, back trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging. Just to name a few of the jobs they can do for you. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services. Listen up. B&B Rentals and Services has got dumpsters. Can you believe it? 30 and 40-yard dumpsters. These guys are a contractor's dream. B&B Porta-John trash trailer combos, office trailers, emergency and recovery trailers. Conveniently located in Lovington, B&B can serve you anywhere in Lee County and the surrounding area. Find B&B Rentals LLC on social media, and if you can remember the number, call 396-1722. B&B Rentals and Services.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Honest, trustworthy. Man Welding gives you confidence you made the right decision. Jimmy Carter and his exceptional Man Welding team support Wildcat Athletics and the Lovington School. Man Welding is your local welding company. Big jobs or small jobs, call Man Welding 396-4540. Any welding job, any welding question, call 396-4540. Together, we'll fabricate the future. You made the right decision. You called Man Welding. Man up.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community, so bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go. Lovington Wildcat fans, are you ready for the battle? For all your BOP nipple ups and BOP testing, call Battle Energy. Battle Energy is also providing safety training, no matter where you need it. Battle does on-site or mobile training. Call today at 575-942-9472 for the company that's ready to go to battle with you. Battle Energy proudly supports all Lovington and Lee County athletics.
And we are back with some boys soccer here at Brian Urlacher Field. I'm Abby, and I'm flying solo tonight. So a little bit of info that you may have missed because of audio difficulties earlier. Before the Star Spangled Banner, we, I don't know if you know this or if you've seen it on social media, but last week the Lovington Municipal School District lost a fantastic teacher. Her name was Miss Overcast, and she was not just a teacher. She was a Skills USA advisor. She was an amazing community member. She was a mother, a grandmother, an amazing mentor, and she will be dearly missed. So before they played the national anthem, they honored her with a prayer, and they brought out her daughter and honored her with a moment of silence. So if you know the Overcast family, just keep them in your prayers. And anybody who knew Miss Overcast knew that she was just a fantastic person and that she was just the one person that you would go to. The Lovington Municipal School District really lost an amazing person. So that's a little bit of info. I don't know if you knew that, but they decided to honor her tonight, and she will be dearly missed. They also they did the Star Spangled Banner and all that, so just a little bit of a update for you guys. And we got about 3 minutes left here in halftime, so I will be right back once they start the second period here at Brian Urlacher Field. Thank you for listening to Boys Soccer here on HobbsAmerica.com and Lovington Sports YouTube and Facebook. Thank you, and we will be right back.
For 75 years, the Gandy family has been providing outstanding, well-rounded, and diversified services in our oil field community, as well as our proud hometown communities in Lovington and Tatum. Gandy Corporation's family work environment for over 50 members inspires the best in all of us to rise to the top and do our personal best. The Gandy Corporation family is a strong supporter of Lee County's youth and the biggest fan of the Lovington Wildcats. Let's go Wildcats!
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community, so bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
Honest, trustworthy. Man Welding gives you confidence you made the right decision. Jimmy Carter and his exceptional Man Welding team support Wildcat athletics and the Lovington School. Man Welding is your local welding company. Big jobs or small jobs, call Man Welding 396-4540. Any welding job, any welding question, call 396-4540. Together, we'll fabricate the future. You made the right decision. You called Man Welding. Man up.
Listen up. B&B Rentals and Services has got dumpsters. Can you believe it? 30 and 40-yard dumpsters. These guys are a contractor's dream. B&B Rentals has light plants, porta-john trash trailer combos, office trailers, emergency and recovery trailers. Conveniently located in Lovington, B&B can serve you anywhere in Lee County and the surrounding area. Find B&B Rentals LLC on social media, and if you can remember the number, call 396-1722. B&B Rentals and Services.
And we are back with Lovington boys soccer here. We just finished up halftime. The Wildcats are up by 8, Portales 0. And we are about to kick off the second period here. Just had halftime. And the first period was very entertaining. Wildcats really were tightening up on their defense and attacking on offense. It was spectacular to see them so energetic coming out in the first, and I really hope that they keep that energy through this second period. Wildcats kick it off as they try and keep it back in their territory, trying to keep it away from the Rams, playing a little bit of kind of keep away here. And they start to advance it towards midfield. Rams really trying to swoop in and take it, being so close to the goal. Lovington kicking it towards midfield. Rams really trying to wrap it up. Lovington continuing their pursuit as they can keep it kind of a little bit towards midfield. Back, keeping it safe, kicking it back towards the side, kicking it through and passing and trying to keep the Rams on their toes, kicking it back to midfield. Lovington really playing kind of cautious here, kicking it back to their goalie. And their goalie just kind of kicks it over to the other side. Lovington just trying to buy as much time off the clock as possible here. Rams trying to catch up with a little bit of intensity here. Lovington keeping it on the side, kicking it through a couple of Rams. Keeping it near the Wildcat at midfield. Rams trying to get their hands on it. And Lovington maintaining control. And the Rams intercept it, trying to get it back. Lovington really trying to make sure that they don't get what they want. Lovington trying to block it. Rams are really getting deep into Lovington territory. End up kicking it out. And it'll be a Ram throw-in. Rams throw it in. Lovington closing in. Lovington kicking it down to midfield and out into the Rams little base camp there. Little bench. And that'll be Ram throw in. Rams throw it in and kicking it right back out. So Lovington throws it in. Lovington really hitting it hard, and it's a goal! That'll be point number 9, first point of the second period. Really on fire tonight. Rams take it back to midfield. Rams kicking it in. Lovington automatically booting up the defense, and the Rams end up kicking it out on the other side of the field. And the Rams Lovington kicks it to midfield. Lovington kicks it deep into Ram territory. It's a foot race on the side. Really battling for it. Rams really trying to keep it out of the Wildcats' clutches, getting pushed to the corner. Really fighting for that. Gets intercepted by a Ram. Lovington gets it back and intercepts it, trying to get really close to the goal, and an attempt on goal is blocked by the Rams goalie. Rams coming out with it. Gets kicked off to the other side. Lovington trying to keep it in. Rams round it up, but it's trapped. Lovington gets a hand on it. Pulling it out, an attempt on goal gets blocked again by the Rams goalie. And gets kicked out by the Rams down toward midfield. Rounded up by Lovington. Trying to kind of calm down the pace here. Get their head right. Kicking it back down to the other end where it gets kicked out. Going to be Ram throw-in. Rams throw it in. Lovington automatically taking their defensive position and intercept it deep in Ram territory. Kicking it back to midfield. Rams intercepting it and trying to get it deep in the Lovington territory. Lovington getting back on defense as the ball gets kicked out. Last touch by Rams. Lovington throwing it out toward the sideline. Lovington kicking it, a pass down towards the Ram goals. Lovington rounding it up, kicking it back. Rams trying to intercept before they could get it down to the goal. Lovington throw in as it got kicked out by the Rams. Lovington throws it in. It gets kicked back in. Rams intercepting it, trying to keep it on the sideline. Lovington blocking it, and it get kicked out of the sideline anyways. Ugh. Gonna be Ram throw in. Rams throw it in. Lovington intercepts it. Really trying to keep the ball here. Gets trapped there for a sec. Kicked. And Rams headed out of danger zone. Lovington rounds it back up, trying to punch them right back in the mouth. Another attempt on goal goes extremely over. Pretty sure that one rolled out the stadium. Huh. All right then. Rams kick it back in. It's intercepted by Lovington, but not before. It's kicked back out towards the Rams bench. See here. Lovington kicking it back deep in their territory. Ooh, almost got a hand there. You can't quite do that unless you're the goalie. Goalie scoops it up and throws it back towards the Wildcats. Kicking it back to midfield, dead center. As they take it down the sideline, almost intercepted by a Ram. Getting it deep into Ram territory. Lovington desperately trying to get it into the danger zone, but it's kicked back to Lovington territory. Lovington returns it to the safety of their goalie. And gets rolled back towards the sideline. And Rams fighting it. Gets kicked out. Gonna be Lovington throw in. Gets headed out by a Ram. Gonna be Lovington throw in again. Lovington throwing it in. Gets intercepted by a Ram. Ooh, almost got a hand there. And deep in the Wildcat territory. Kicking it back to their goalie. Goalie kicks it back to midfield. Lovington's just trying to kind of play the tug-of-war game here, trying to punch them in the mouth when they're not looking. Lovington really driving it deep into Ram territory. Rams looking a little bit on edge here. Gets kicked out by a Ram. Going to be Lovington throw-in. About 30-ish minutes left in the period here. Lovington throwing it in. Kicks it over. And attempting to get it deep into the danger zone. Rams are really locking up their defense here. And trying to keep the Wildcats from getting too close. Lovington really taking the hit here. Gets blocked barely. Attempt on goal. Gets blocked by Portales goalie. And he kicks it down to midfield. Lovington returning back and kicking it to the sideline. And gets kicked midfield down towards Ram territory. Gets intercepted. Kicked back to midfield. Rams trying to recover as they get deep into Lovington territory. Lovington fighting back here as the Rams are getting really dangerously close to the goal. And an attempt on goal goes sideways as Lovington blocks yet another attempt. Lovington kicks it back to midfield. Rams trying to intercept it. Lovington keeping the possession. Rams taking it back to midfield. And Lovington getting out with a sprint. Getting really dangerously close. It's a foot race. Getting to the corner there. And the Rams try and kick it out. And kicking it out of bounds. Couldn't really tell if he was trying to kick for the knees or the ball. There. That would hurt. Let's see here. Portales gonna be kicking it back in. Kicks it to midfield. Lovington receives it. And trying to kind of keep it away from Portales, returning it to the safety of their goalie. And kicks it to midfield. Almost. There it is. Now it's at midfield. And driving it towards Ram territory. Rams kick it out. And it goes out of bounds. It'll be Lovington throw-in. Got about 28-ish minutes here left in the second period. Lovington going to be throwing it in. Had to go retrieve the ball from like Denver City or something. It was far out there. Lovington throws it into their goalie. Their goalie grabs it, kicks it to the sideline. Rams trying to intercept it, trying to get something out of this. Lovington really not playing around here. Take it right from under their noses, and it's back at midfield. Kicks it deep into Ram territory. Ram goalie comes out and kicks it to midfield, where it is then intercepted by a Wildcat and headed by two Rams. And Lovington takes advantage, keeping the ball in their possession. Trying to get it off of the sideline here. Heading straight for the goal. And an attempt on goal gets blocked barely. Oh, man. Another attempt gets blocked again. Oh, my goodness. Dang. That's insane. All right, Lovington's gonna get a attempt on goal here. Got about 26:54 on the clock. Lovington going to attempt to head it in. Failed attempt. As the Rams take it down the sideline, kicking it. And Lovington kicks it into the stands. Lovely. I hope nobody got like hit. That would not be good. I don't think anybody got hit. So we're all good here. Portalis throws it in. Lovington locking him up. As the Rams drive it deeper into Lovington territory, attempt on goal goes really right. Lopsided. And it'll be Lovington ball. Lovington kicking it in to midfield. Gets split by a few Rams. Lovington really taking it home here. Foot race straight towards the goal. Attempt on goal gets blocked. Oh, man. Kicked back to midfield. And it returns back to the hands of the Lovington goalie here. And it gets rolled to the side and kicked to the sideline here. Trying to split through two Rams there as Lovington maintains control over the ball. Keeping it midfield, kicking it down more towards Ram territory. Rams really trying to keep them out. Gets kicked out by a Ram. It'll be Lovington ball. Lovington throwing it in and a sideways kick and an attempt on goal just, and it goes in! It just rolled right on in there like it was, oh wow. Man. So that'll be Lovington's 10th point of this period. And with 24:29 on the clock. And that's game. The Lovington Wildcats win by a landslide tonight. So we will be right back here after a few sponsors as we review the game. Be right back. This is Abigail Schaus flying solo tonight at Brian Urlacher Field for Lovington Wildcats Soccer on HobbsAmerica.com and Lovington Sports YouTube and Facebook. Thank you for listening. We will be right back.
Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you. No matter what the conditions, they'll always do what it takes to get the job done. You want Aftermath on your location for hot oilers, back trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging. Just to name a few of the jobs they can do for you. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services.
Lovington Municipal Schools welcomes everyone back. Students, faculty, staff, and parents. This year, show your Wildcat spirit by supporting Lovington students and their activities. While the students are working hard in their games and grades, Lovington schools are working hard for your students and parents. They have a great website full of helpful information to keep you up to date. Check out lovingtonschools.net and stay up to date with Lovington school activities and announcements. And go Cats!
All right, we are back at Brian Urlacher Field here on this. That was an insane game. I am Abigail Schaus, bringing boys soccer here at Brian Urlacher Field. They just landed a tough. I think it was tough more for the Rams than it was for the Wildcats. They made it look easy, but they just like absolutely destroyed the Rams 10-0 here, and they had some amazing defense. They were really locked in, and you could just tell that from the get-go they were really just ready to play. And so let's see here. I don't really have anything else to say. I mean, that was a really good game, and it was so fun to call, even though you couldn't hear the first half of it, which I do apologize for in advance. And so thank you guys for listening wherever you are, and have safe travels if you're traveling tonight, or if you're just listening on your couch or just sitting there and listen on the radio. We thank you for listening to Lovington Sports here, and that'll be it for tonight. Good night, and have a phenomenal rest of your evening. I'm Abigail Schaus, bringing you boys soccer from Brian Urlacher Field, and thank you for listening to Lovington Sports here on HobbsAmerica.com and Lovington Sports YouTube and Facebook. Good night, y'all.